Uncle Adams. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be explaining the lyrics to my song Oxygen. When I dropped this video a few months ago, I had a lot of questions on Instagram. People were asking what I meant by this bar and what I meant by that bar, so I figured, why not make a video and explain it to you guys? Initially, I had tweeted, I'll bring the tweet up on the screen here. I tweeted Genius and I said, hey, can I come on your show and talk about the bars in my song Oxygen, something like that. Because a lot of people are asking about it. And of course, I didn't get a response. They didn't even like the tweet, but the tweet had quite a bit of engagement, so thank you guys for trying. A lot of that stuff is, I hate to say it, but it's controlled by the major labels in the sense that if you're an independent artist, I don't even think they'll have you on platforms like that. I think it's just kind of a sad reality of the music industry. A lot of the stuff is only for major label artists. So it's like once you're on that side of it, you're golden, you're on everything. But when you're on this side, where we are, where I am, where you're fighting and scratching, it's tough to get on stuff like that, okay? But who knows, maybe one day I'll be on there. I hope that I am. So yeah, I thought about it and I was like, I don't need that platform to tell my audience what I meant in my lyrics. I have a YouTube channel, people watch my videos, so let's do it on here. All right, so I don't have the lyrics in front of me. I'm just gonna play it and I'll stop it every now and then and I will try my best to explain what I meant in the lyrics. And I want to point out that those who don't know already, this song was actually inspired by XXX Tentacion. I hope I said that right. His name is really hard to say. Years ago, after his passing, I saw him all over social media and I went and checked out his music and I was like, oh man, this guy did hip-hop differently. And I told myself, I was like, you know what, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write something different. And so this song is different than all of my other music, and that's because I went to a different creative space that was inspired by him and his music after his passing. So that's kind of an interesting background story. So this is my most popular song on Spotify right now. We're at 900 and some thousand streams. Thank you guys so much. It's only a matter of time before this song hits 1 million streams, which is amazing. So let's go through it and I will do my best to explain to you guys what I meant in these bars. Let's begin. So I'll start off with that intro and the whole theme behind Oxygen. When I was writing this, it was like the whole idea of that when you're stressed out in life, when you're under a lot of pressure, sometimes it's so strong, that pressure, that it feels like it's hard to breathe. And it's really like a metaphor for like, get this stuff off of my chest. I just want to like be able to breathe again. So we'll start with that.
Am I worn out? Am I normal? Looking at life through a porthole. Big waves come, put me up high, then I sink down below the waterline.
So those lines are pretty self-explanatory. Looking at life through a porthole, kind of like you're on a ship, and when things are going good, you're up high and you feel amazing, and then boom, you crash down. Just a metaphor for the highs and lows in life. I hope my lighting is better, by the way. I adjusted some settings on the camera and got some new lights, and I know that those first couple of reaction videos were like super orangey and I didn't have good light. The light actually comes through this window and my back is facing to it, so I apologize for that. So I think I stepped it up and I think it's better now. So let's carry on.
I'm asleep, I'm awake, impatiently wait, every night, every day, tell myself I'm okay.
So I'm asleep, I'm awake, impatiently wait. When I wrote that, that was, relating to my life, and like the days were just starting to like blend together. It's like this day and that day, and I'm sleeping and I'm dreaming and I'm awake, and you know, am I normal? Like this path that I'm taking in life, like I'm trying to make it in the music industry, and all my friends my age like have babies and 9-to-5 jobs and stuff. So am I weird? Am I normal? Is this wearing me out? Is this killing me? Is this what I'm supposed to do? So just that sort of struggle, right? That struggle. And I know a lot of you can probably relate in your own lives with your own specific situations.
Am I really though? I don't really know where the humans at. It's all digital. I see a screen, but it lacks touch. Everybody's got a mask up.
So ironically, this song was written way before COVID. Okay, when we did the video, we used a COVID theme, but this was written way before COVID. But it's so weird how a lot of what I say in this song relates to COVID. It's quite bizarre. But those specific lines, now I gotta play them back one more time because I lost my train of thought.
But it lacks.
Okay, oh yeah, talking about the screen and it lacks touch.
It's all digital. I see a screen, but it lacks touch. Everybody's got a mask up.
Okay, so I talk about it's all digital. I see a screen, but it lacks touch. Everybody's got a mask up. And what I meant is that, you know, there's the digital world we see with our computers and our phones, and it's like, this is crazy. This stuff's all digital. It's not even the real world. The real world's over here, but it's like we live half here and we live half there. And social media is just weird because people try to make their lives look better than they actually are, and there's a lot of comparison on there, like, oh, I'm not doing as good as that person, you know, am I failing in life or whatever. And then when I say everybody's got a mask up, that's what I mean by that. People aren't always who they appear to be on social media, and furthermore, like a lot of people make like fake accounts and stuff because they don't even really want their true identity out there, and they want to do like sinister things online. So it's about social media and the internet and sort of the weird dynamic that happens.
Trying to step out of my box a bit. Feels like I lack oxygen. What's it like to breathe without a backpack? Filled up with burdens, I carry that.
Okay. I should almost be going 2 lines at a time because there's a lot in here to explain. So let's go back a little bit, and I'm going to go 2 bars and stop, okay?
What's it like to breathe without a backpack?
Hold up.
Got a mask up. Trying to step out of my box a bit. Feels like I lack oxygen.
So trying to step out of my box a bit. Remember I told you guys when I sat down to write this song, I told myself, I'm doing something different. I'm stepping outside of my box, what I usually do. I'm going to stretch and grow and try to create something that I've never created before. So that's what that means. And then the whole feeling like I lack oxygen, I already explained that at the start. When the pressure is so great in life, when you're stressed out, when you have burdens, whatever it is, right? If it's family stuff or financial stuff or whatever it is, we all have burdens, and sometimes it feels like it's hard to breathe when you're carrying all that weight around. And then I talk about carrying the burdens in the backpack, right? What's it like to breathe without a backpack? Filled up with burdens, I carry that. So it's like the problems, my problems are stuffed into a backpack. This is where my mind was when I wrote this. My problems were stuffed into a backpack, and it's like I was carrying this weighted backpack around full of my problems that was making it hard to breathe and hard to live. And then when I say, you know, what's it like? Let's carry on.
What's it like to breathe without a backpack? Filled up with burdens, I carry that. What's it feel like? That. What's it feel?
So a lot of people asked, what do I mean by that when I say that? What I meant is people who don't have those burdens and seem to be just so happy in life, and they're not stressed out, and they don't have things bothering them and bogging them down. Like when you look at them in public or you see them wherever just being happy, it's like, what's it feel like? What does it feel like to be like that? You know, to walk around without these tremendous burdens on your back. That's where my headspace was. And every time I say that, I mean like that. When you're happy and you're smiling and you're driving your car and you have no problems, or when you're going to the bank and you have tens of thousands of dollars. Like each time I say that's what I mean is someone who's experiencing tremendous joy in life, like in various ways. What does that feel like, you know? Does that make sense to you guys? So that's where my head was at when I wrote it.
Like, trying to step out of my box a bit. Feels like I lack oxygen. Don't want to drift in a landscape where who I am doesn't have weight.
So, pretty self-explanatory, but I don't want to just blend into the system and just be another number, you know, another worker, and then you have no like sort of importance, you know. I feel like life is precious and important, and you have to make an impact while you're here, while you're on earth, you know. I want to make an impact, I want to be remembered, and like Steve Jobs said, you know, you can poke the universe and something comes out the other side. You can influence it, right? You can leave your mark.
We're all running in a relay. Hey, kids hear me and they relay. Wait.
We're all running in a relay, so like, I mean generation to generation to generation, you know, like my parents are baby boomers, I'm a millennial, so we do the best we can during our lifetime and we impact the world best we can, and then it's up to our children and those we have influenced, the next generation, to do what they do and move on. And you know, it goes all the way back to people building roads and all the stuff you see out in the world. Most of it, previous generations built it, systems, all kinds of stuff. So that's what I was thinking with that.
They don't want us out the box. Mm-hmm. They want us working in the shops, mm-hmm. on the brooms and the mops. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's hard to remember the exact lyrics as I'm going through this. I should have a paper in front of me, but I say something like, they don't want us out the box. They want us working in the shops, on the brooms and the mops. Now, what I mean by this is, when you look around in your own life, do you see anybody doing anything extraordinary? Maybe some of you do, but probably not. Most people probably went to school, got a job, they collect their paycheck, and they pay 30% in taxes off of their earned income, okay? That's what the government wants. That's what the system wants, because earned income is some of the highest taxed income out there. So not only are you trading your time for money, then they're taking a big portion of that money too. So that's what the system wants. That's why in school, they don't teach you about money. They don't teach you about passive income from real estate. They don't teach you about trading stocks. They don't teach you about investing in commodities and creating other revenue streams outside of earned income, right? Like stuff that pays you while you're sleeping, assets, things that I'm building now because I want to break out of that system. So I could go on and on about the depth of this, but that's what I mean is they don't want that. It's hard to break out of that system because we're not taught to, but every now and then someone like me comes along, and I know there's other people like me, and you're not happy with that system. You want to break out of it and find a way, and it can be very turbulent, but I'm still figuring out as I go, and that's what I mean by that. So look around in your life. You'll probably see most people are just working for a job. They don't even know about other stuff.
Who we are, we forgot. Tell the dead, rest in peace.
Who we are, we forgot, right? We forgot. We don't know because we don't know our power. We don't know our true power because I keep saying the system, but it's true. They don't want everybody knowing that you can just do anything you want. Like you can go out there and you could do all of these crazy things if you only have the courage to do it. Let's just keep them toned down. Let's keep them working and let's keep them under control and let's keep collecting that tax. Don't get me wrong. When you do these other things, you still have to pay tax, but at least you make way more money and you're making money while you sleep and stuff. So let's go back a little bit. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
God. Tell the dead.
A little bit further back.
Maps. Mm-hmm. Who we are, we forgot. Tell the dead, rest in peace. Why don't we live in some peace? A lot of this is all backwards. What do I know? I'm just a rapper.
Okay, so when someone dies, be it our friends, family, some celebrity on social media, we all, and I do it too, we put the prayers up, we got the RIPs going, rest in peace. Just did it for DMX. And we say that, and there's nothing wrong with saying that, but what I mean by this line is we tell the dead rest in peace. Why don't we live in some peace? Because the dead they're at peace. They don't need peace. They are at peace. We, the living, we need to find peace while we are here and experiencing this wonderful thing called life. So it's just crazy how it's like we don't prioritize peace for living people, but when someone is gone and they no longer have the struggles and the hardships and the hurt of life, then we say rest in peace. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a weird thing. I just think that we should try to find peace while we are still living. You know what I mean? But then I go on to say, what do I know? I'm just a rapper, right? Because would some teacher tell you that? I don't know. I'm just a rapper. Are they going to listen to me? It's kind of like that, you know. But rappers aren't usually known for being the most philosophical and stuff like that. So that's all I meant by that is like, you know, what do I know? I'm just a rapper, but that's my opinion. So let's carry on.
Trying to step out of my box a bit. Feels like I lack oxygen. What's it like to breathe without a backpack? Filled up with burdens, I carry that.
So we already talked about the hook, so I'll just kind of buzz through this.
What's it feel like? What's it feel like? Trying to step out of my box a bit. Feels like I lack oxygen. Pressure on the lungs, looking for a breath. Does anyone know where happiness is kept?
Pressure on the lungs, looking for a breath. Does anyone know where happiness is kept? Do you know where happiness is kept? It's not outside. It's within us. We have control over our happiness. We are the ones who decide what's important to us, what makes us happy. Nothing outside can influence that unless we let it. But we tend to act like the whole world just determines whether we're happy or we are not. And there are things we can do to take control of our happiness and to create our own happiness through positive affirmations, meditation, cognitive restructuring, and things like that. I won't get into all that deep stuff, but I bet you didn't know that I read this much and that I'm into this kind of stuff. Some of you out there that just have heard a couple of songs of mine, I'm glad that we're able to connect on this level, and we're able to go this deep through these reaction and explanation videos. Is my thing gonna cut off? My camera's gonna cut off. 1 second. I don't want to cut it off, so I'm gonna hit the button and then restart it. Hang tight. Okay. My camera was doing something funny, so I just hit the button again. So, okay, so here we are, carrying on.
Think about it for a minute. Hey, play it back until you get it, okay?
So I say, you know, does anyone know where happiness is kept? Think about it for a minute. Play it back until you get it. Now you get it. You don't have to play it back. I just explained it to you.
We just want to make it through. For the family and crew.
We just want to make it through for the family and crew. You know, we want to succeed in this thing called life. We want to make our friends and our family happy and proud, and I think that's sort of a common thing that we all share as humans, right?
Past in the rear view.
Past in the rear view. The past is the past. Don't let your past control your future. It's back there. Don't let it act like an anchor that's going to stop you from going forward.
Night gazing at the moon.
The humming. And that's really it, guys. I'm not going to just keep playing the hook. I'm really glad we put that humming in there. Originally, we only had it in a couple of sections or something, and then I think I was like, no, let's add it here, let's add it here, and you know, we kind of kept it as a bit of a theme throughout the song, and I'm really glad we did, because I know that humming is it's a lot of people's favorite part of this song. So there it is, guys. There's the explanation behind the lyrics to my song Oxygen. I hope that you found this insightful. I'm curious, did you interpret it the same way that I wrote it? In some cases you may have, but in a lot of cases you probably didn't. But that's music. Take it and relate it to you how it relates to you. You don't have to take it the way that I wrote it. It can be interpreted the way you want. When you hear certain lines, you probably think about certain things in your life. And that's the beauty of music, right? You can take it and sort of customize its meaning to your own life. All right, you guys, that about does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this explanation of the lyrics to my song Oxygen. hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Unkle Adams.